All right, everybody. What is up? We are going to be continuing Weedle, Modern Weedle in Emerald version. So, I left this off in the Aqua Hideout just because I was getting kind of tired. But, we are going to finish this today. At least I hope we will. I'm pretty sure we will, though. Let's go ahead and quickly get started. Bring up some notes. So yeah, as I mentioned earlier in the chat, we only need to train up 12 more levels, because once we get to 85, we can use all our candies to get to 100. Even if we don't have all of them yet, we can just start using them. And we're at 4 hours, 11 minutes, 49 seconds. We're at 22 resets and 26 blackouts. And right now, we're in the Aqua Hideout, so I guess let's get started. Resuming. 3, 2, 1... go. Sister who's a year younger than me is dating a boy. I'm like, gonna get her heart broken. Yeah, that's a feeling some people will get. But I mean, I guess it'll happen at some point. Yeah, I've gotten my heart broken before. Not really like broken, but it's given me second thoughts about ever trying to date again. For sure. Man, the XP bar is barely moving. And I'm sure these guys are very, very bad XP yields, but we don't have much training to go. Oh, I meant to do this one-on-one. Oops. Oh yeah, I remember we had an Abra that evolved from a Kadabra. That's funny. Alright, just gonna use Bug Bite on Mightyena. Electro Web. I'm amazed that lived. I mean, we are using minus special. Oh no, that's minus special defense. I mean, our special attack's just really bad anyway. I'm gonna heal at the center before I fight more of the water trainers. I'm still trying to figure out if for the water trainers, I should just fight them with Electro Web. I don't think so. Damn it. I gotta stop doing that. Huh, I didn't know Electro Web hits both targets in battle. Interesting. Yeah, Electro Web does not do good on these things. Just stick to Bug Bite. Not really, no. I only have one younger one, and he's not really interested in that stuff. Not really. I wonder if Seal are good XP. I don't know. Electro Web might be the only move for Wallace. I mean, probably not, because, here's the, other thing. I mean, while yes, they're weak to electric, We're comparing 151 attack to 57 special attack. Like, remember how Tentacool wasn't getting one-shot? I think Bug would have to be double resisted for Electroweb to do more. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and heal up here. I mean, he has Milotic, and besides, Milotic has very, very high special defense. I mean, the reason I just used Electroweb on the Skarmory is because Skarmory's defense is way higher than its special defense. Love Disc. Oh, Wallace doesn't have a Love Disc. That's only in Ruby and Sapphire. Unless you're talking about Juan specifically. I just really hate how these trainers aren't even that good. Oh, no. Well, in Ruby and Sapphire and Oras, Wallace is the gym leader, but in Emerald, he's not the gym leader, he's the champion. I mean, you can fight trainers underwater. I've never really tried it. But I guess we can do that. We'd have to beat the 7th gym first. Actually, I know there are trainers down there in the remakes. I don't know about the originals. I mean, we can test it. Oh, I just remembered. I suggested to ask you another method of blackout training we could do. Another method of blackout training we could do is blackout train on Ronald with the Gyarados. Like, what I could do is defeat his Magikarp and 4 of his Gyarados. And then, damn it, I gotta quit doing that. And just continually blackout. Gonna went up to face the females. Yeah, I meant to do that, but I've been going too fast. That's why I kept saying, damn it. I've been trying to face one at a time, but I kept rushing. Man, I wish these trainers were better. Alright, I'm still gonna fight a bunch more of these trainers first. And then, I'll experiment blackout training on Ronald. I'll see how efficient it is. Actually, it's not going to be as good, because I'll still need to hold on to a Surf user, but that's fine. My Zigzagoon's my Surf user. It'll just get one shot. Dang it. I mean, these people, you cannot fight one at a time. I want to start doing more Zelda randomizers. I just, it's not like I haven't had the time. But, mainly just that. Whenever I have been doing randomizers, it's been usually, like, offline. Usually I do some with my brother. I don't really do some live. I've never played Sigma Emerald, no. Oh, wait. Deposit everybody that's not my surf user. There are Twilight Princess randomizers, yeah. I wouldn't do them, though. I've never, like, officially beaten the game. I always gave up at, like, one of the final dungeons. But I know the ending, so I effectively know what this game's about. But I wouldn't do it. Would you get a Switch 2 later? I'm not now, though. The reason I say not now is because, I don't really like buying consoles, like, day of release. I'm not a fan of that. I prefer to wait until there's some exclusives that I actually want. Like, unless I'm so desperate to play the new Mario Kart, which I'm not. Oh, it said that's where the link is buried. Huh, interesting. You're gonna go in for your birthday next month? But don't they come out in June, I believe. I mean, it is May, so yeah. Nice. I mean, I have an OLED. I don't really want to, I don't want to get rid of my OLED yet. I'm not ready to. Doing a long stream? No, this is a part 2. Did you read the title? Alright, so here's what I'm going to try. I'm going to knock out only 4 of the Gyarados. Cool, I missed. Alright, he's going to save his strong Gyarados for last. I mean, we'll see. Once I get to 85, I'm going to use all my rare candies. Alright, so this. Come on. Why did you crit Twist? Why did you crit Poison Sting? What? I was gonna blackout train on you. Honestly, I think what I should have done was get a heart scale and relearn String Shot, but I just assumed Poison Sting would have been enough. Oh well. It'll be I think it should be fine. There's, like, no good held items in Emerald. Is there for solo challenges besides Shell Bell? There's plenty of items. There's, the Quick Claw, a bunch of berries, the Silk Scarf. Besides Silk... I'm trying to think of... Oh, there's a Soft Sand you can use if you need ground coverage. There's Charcoal. There's a Miracle Seed. Mystic Water from the Cast Form. What else? Can't really think of much else besides that. This puzzle reminds me of Sabrina's puzzle. Kinda does. Hey, Boss KO. Yeah, I think Tate and Liza should be completely easy. I'm actually quite confident I'm gonna one-shot everything, even the Zatu. Is there any that can help me specifically? Well, the Silver Powder and Poison Barb, I think, aren't available in the wild. Like, I'd have to find it on a Pokemon. Probably, honestly, just the Shell Bell, but I don't have access to the different tides. Silver powder. I think those are only held by some wild Pokemon in this game. Can't remember which ones. Did you deposit? I did not. But there's no need to. Basically just citrus and lumberries, yeah. I don't even know where I think magnets are only held by wild Magnemite. Nice. One-shot the Claydol. Oh, yeah. Alright, Bug Bite Lunatone. Honestly, I probably should have only brought one Pokemon, so that way I can get all the XP. See, even the Xatu is a one-shot. Nice. I have no idea. Okay, alright, never mind. It's not just Heart Gold. Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum also has choice specs you can get easily. I'm upset they made choice specs easy, but not the choice band. Like special attackers need more advantages. Well, I guess if blackout training on the Gyarados guy's out of the question. Honestly, there's a possibility I'm just gonna have to blackout train at the League until I get 85. You have any backports in the Discord server? No, all my backports are behind the memberships. Yeah, in Celestic Town, in the Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, if it's the morning, I believe it's morning or daytime. Yeah, morning or daytime, you can get a choice specs from some guy in the shop. Yeah, leftovers in Platinum, Diamond, and Pearl are all in the post-game, unless you find a Munchlax. Emerald's leftovers are in the post-game. Okay, I am a little bit worried about this. It's only the choice specs, though. The other items that guy gives are the Wise Glasses and the Black Glasses. The Wise Glasses tend to be useful. I, figured. You know what? I'm gonna keep that Blackout, just so I can get the experience. I'll add the Blackout. Who are my top 5, like, favorite speedrunners? I'm guessing that's your question. I can give you my top 5, like, in general, favorite speedrunners. Let's see. I really like, Worcester's work, Gunner Maniac, ZFG. Who else? Those are all the major ones I can think of that I like. Oh man, this fight's bad. You know what, though? It's fine, just because I can use this opportunity to blackout train. Although this Metang is hogging up experience. That guy just got in my way. Alright, so... Oh, here's another good held item that might help. King's Rock. This'll give all my moves a 10% flinch chance. It is possible that one of the fights in the League is going to be dependent on us getting a flinch. Oh. Let me make sure I have all my HM users. I don't think I fought this guy. Oh, interesting. He doesn't see you. He just runs into you. Hey, John. All right, are there actually underwater trainers? Or is that only the remakes? Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, I think that's only the remix. Dude, why do these guys still have Puchianas? Going to get the shell bell? It'll be kind of hard for me to, just because I don't know how the tides change. But I think I should at least try. Like right now, it's in high tide, but I don't know how to get it into low tide. But I can try though. Well, it's not that shell bell's bad. It's you have to get access to a bunch of shoal shells and shoal salts. And you have to go through both high tide and low tide in order to get all the ones you need. It needs to be buffed. I do agree with that, though. Uh, rough skin. Okay, I better use Electro Web. Oh. Yep. I was trying to use a bug bite to prevent the heal. Nice crit. Okay, bug bite. There we go. I don't think the crit mattered. Alright, we're at level 78. I only need 7 more levels that I'm free to use candies. It's the end of the world as we know it. Yep. Alright, I think once I finish up this Groudon Kyogre plot line here, I'll go to the Shoal Cave and get all of the salts and shells that I can. And I'll have to figure out what time it is in my game, because I set the clock at 10 a.m. I'll need to figure out like what time it needs to be for it to go to low tide. Alright, I think first, though, I should just try to fight Wally. Or not Wally, Juan's gym. I know all the trainers in his gym are actually very good training. But honestly, in terms of items, I'm sort of torn between wanting the Shell Bell and the King's Rock. Or just hold Citrus Berries. Well, I mean, I don't know how feasible it is for me to get one. But I can try, though. Bullet P, it's 3 a.m. to 8 a.m. and 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. is low tide. Alright, so I set it at 10 a.m., which is the default time. I think the only way for me to know what time it is to go into my house and read the clock. And then I can try and figure out how long I have to wait. Because Gen 3, it's not tied to the real clock on your computer. It's its internal clock. So on 4 times speed, the clock runs 4 times as fast. I know Scott, in his runs, is able to get the Shell Bell pretty easily because he allows himself to change the time, like, during the run. I don't allow myself to do that because it feels a bit too exploitive. Like, to get, like, day of the week items and stuff like that. So if I want it, I should have either set my clock to a better time, or I'm just going to have to wait. But I think for Weedle, it might be better to wait. But who knows, maybe it's not much time until it becomes low tide. Oh yeah, this person's got 2 Feebass. You're rocking it, girl. I should probably use an ether. Alright, 1 shot. I actually kind of thought I would 1-shot it, not gonna lie. Kingdra, 2 shot. There we go. At least it didn't put it in full restore range. Backport the physical special split? I did not know, so Electro Web is special. I think Electro Web was always special, wasn't it? I don't think Electro Web was a physical move. Alright, I'm gonna go, I think first, I'm gonna look inside my house and see what the clock says. Yeah, I'm not getting that. Yeah, Shell Bell's not happening. Honestly, I think I know why it says that. Because I think even when the game wasn't running, it was still progressing the clocks. But since it was 24 hours since I last... Or not 24 hours, it's been more than that, actually. Since the Weedle run, part 1, the clock just kept continuing. It's kind of funny. $80, finally. Okay. 5 more levels. Once I get to 85, I can use all the rare candies I want, because there's a total of 15 in the game. And then I'll finally be level 100. Honestly, I have always said that the medium-fast experience group isn't as good as, like, medium-slow. Weedle actually benefits from medium-fast, because medium-fast, in general, needs less experience to get to 100. Not by much, though, but it's definitely something, for sure. Alright, now I just need to fight all the trainers in Victory Road. And then once I get to the League, I'll just blackout train until 85. Oh, this might be an issue. Actually, here's a question. If I keep spamming Electroweb... Yeah, I blackout train at the League, yeah. That's what I want to do. I did not expect, Altaria to be difficult. Okay, yeah, just do the 3 bug bites. Oh, crit. Nice. I think that crit mattered. You backport Combi with Hustle? Probably. I mean, I'm just doing Weedle right now with the modern moveset, just because, I'm just sort of known as the guy who does Weedle backports. Plus, this is an Emerald backport themed around the month of April, which is the month where I did Weed and Plant Pokemon. And, part 1 was a few days ago, so I'm just continuing it, even though it's May. But I could backport just a plain old Combi. Probably not with Hustle. I mean, unless Hustle is in this game. I don't remember if it is or not. Hustle's the worst ability. Agreed. I mean, if Hustle's in Gen 3 already as a default ability, then I could backport Combi and give it Hustle. I don't want to. That would suck. Okay, this person's gonna be bad. She has a Ninetales. Dude, oh. Well then, that did way more than I thought. I don't think the couple gives a Togepi egg. I'm pretty sure it's a Why Not egg. Oh yeah, and Oras, yeah. Alright, I better use another Ether too. Alright, I was hugging the wall there because I'm pretty sure these two trainers are a double battle. Oh yeah, this Lantern has Earthquake, even though that's an illegal move. This person must be related to Lance. Oh wait, I taught my Alakadabra Flash for fun. And I've never seen this place in the brightness before. Uh-oh. Okay, that was close. I'm just used to going through this cave in the dark. Oh, I didn't realize this was another way you could go through. Apparently there's 2 different ladders I could take to the exit. Because normally I come in through that ladder right there. Alright, and the next 2 trainers up ahead have slacking, which is going to be very good for XP, but very tough to knock out. I don't even think I should give them a try, honestly. Well, I should. The less blackout training in the league, the better. I still don't know why that thing should even learn flamethrower. Yeah, I don't think so. I might be able to fight the other person. Were you worried about in the Elite Four? Drake. Pretty much just Drake. I think Wallace is actually going to be easier than Drake. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get all the rare candies that I can. No, Glacia is going to be easy, I think. Yeah, Stevenstone. Not Stephenstone. Stevenstone. Isn't this music here on Flying Rayquaza's back? I don't know. I mean, the music title scrolls under my webcam. How long would that take? Way too long. I'm just gonna pretend it doesn't exist. Like, it would basically take me hours of waiting. I'm not even kidding. Well, here's the thing, though. If I had actually played non-stop yesterday, I probably could have had enough time. Stephen and Steven. Yeah, but that's not how you spell it. No, it's Steven and Stephen. Stephen and Steven. Alright, where are the other candies? Desert candy. Actually, I think I got that candy. How many candies do I have? 13. Alright, I'm missing 2 candies. Trying to think of where they would be. I swear I should have more rare candies. Oh well, I'll just blackout train to 87. Alright, so don't use healing items, just go as far as I can. I mean, I am also very, very worried about Phoebe. Because Phoebe, I don't have a way to block Curse. What was the biggest wall, Tate and Liza? Actually, no. Tate and Liza was 4 one-shots. Because I was level 8. I was like level 79 for that fight, and Bug Bite just one-shot everything. Let's see how much Bug Bite does. A quarter. Yeah, I can definitely see this fight needing King's Rock. The Fire Gym. Oh yeah, the Fire Gym was probably not the biggest wall. Who was it? Actually, I will agree, it was the Fire Gym. I had to grind in the wild grass on Jagged Pass for like an hour. We ended up learning through testing and trial and error that the grass in Jagged Pass was the best because every Pokemon gave at least 250 XP. What level did I need? 50 plus? I think Flannery needed level 58. Because at that high of a level, Overheat cannot knock out Weedle, so there's a chance that the Torkoal goes for Body Slam instead, which is preferable. And I hate how in this game, when you black out, you lose half your money. I mean, at least Sydney is a series of one-shots, so blackout grinding's not going to take too long. Yeah, double the level. Torkoal has extremely high extremely high defense. And I prepared as best I could. If you look in the bottom left where you can see my stats, do you see the 255 underneath the word attack? Those are my effort values. I literally EV trained for an hour at the start of the game on Poochienas. I maxed out my attack, and I got enough speed needed to outspeed the rest of the game. Or blackout training, give your mom all your money, duh. Well, this is not the right game for that. And I have to beat this guy like twice just to level up. Probably like 2.5 times. Then again, this is the fastest way to do it, but once I get to level 100, it'll be smooth sailing. And here's the thing, like, I actually do believe we can beat Wallace, but Steven Stone, in the end, I 100% believe we cannot beat him. Because you would need ungodly luck with King's Rock flinches. It doesn't help that the Skarmory that he leads with has Aerial Ace. And can I just defeat something on Phoebe's team? Yeah, in red, blue, yellow, gold, silver, crystal, ruby, sapphire, and emerald, when you black out, you lose half your money. Fire red and leaf green actually was the games that changed that, but even though emerald came after fire red, they carried over the money system for ruby and sapphire. It was so strange. Yeah, fire red and leaf green is only when you lose a little bit of money. Watch me, nothing's going to be consistent in 100. I think Sydney and Glacia are the only free fights in this whole building. I mean, I think at level 100, I might be able to 2-shot maybe 3-shot the Dusclops. Can I just knock out something on her team? Oh, thank you. Alright, I need about 3 more levels. You know, I would have 15 candies right now, but I only have 13. I don't know where the other 2 are. Unless I mistaken the amount of rare candies you get. I think the Shell Bell might be required. Well, I want to try and not use it because it's literally impossible for me to get it right now. I would have to change the clock. And I don't allow myself to do that. But if it gets to a point where it's impossible without it, I'll cheat it into my inventory. Shouldn't Wish Cash and Milotic maybe be problems on the Wallace? Wish Cash? Not really, because its moveset's kind of bad. Milotic? I think the Milotic might go down to 1 Bug Bite, I think. Why do you think Scarlet Violet get rid of Power Up Punch? They actually did? Darn. I actually liked that move. Maybe it was a broken move? I don't know. You know what's funny? Her higher level Dusclops is actually the easier one because it doesn't have Curse. What will be the problem? Probably... I'm thinking Gyarados or the Tentacruel. Probably the Tentacruel more likely. Oh, it made Hitmonchan real busted. I've got to play Gen 6 Hitmonchan at some point with Iron Fists and Power Up Punch. Oh boy. That'll sure be something. In Oras, he doesn't. Ain't true, but he does in this game. Well, wait, no, I mean, technically in Oras, Wallace does have those, only in the post-game when you have to fight him again. Oh, yeah, Hitmonchan with Iron Fists and Power Up Punch, Thunder Fire, and Ice Punch. Oh boy. Is Iron Fist like its hidden ability? Or like its main ability? That'd be a fun one to try at some point. Also, we're almost there. I think once we get to 100, I think this first Dusclops should be a consistent 2-shot, I think. If I can make it a 2-shot, then I think the rest of Phoebe's team will be nice, because the only thing that's really hard about this team specifically is the fact that her first Dusclops has Curse. How much XP do I need? 13,000. It's its hidden ability. Oh, okay. He has a Wailord, not a Gyarados. No, he has Gyarados too. Wallace's post-game fight in Oras is the exact same as his Emerald Champion team. Just stumbled upon the stream and joined. Why no held item? I'm not really fighting the league seriously right now. I'm just blacking out, grinding, getting some levels. I'm trying to get to 87, so I can use my 13 candies to get to 100, and then I'll start the league for real. I'm just trying to get some experience. Yeah, this second Dusclops here is just really pathetic. I mean, once I get to level 100, it will be. Alright, how much more experience do I need? 5,000. I'm gonna get that in the wild, actually, I think. No. I was thinking, what if I get to 87 after Sydney and then I'm stuck at Phoebe? But no, I don't want to use my... Well, I'll just use my candies for Phoebe and then we'll get started. Bug Bite's not working. Yeah, the whole effect of it stealing the opponent's berry was not backported. Because it's kind of outside of our knowledge on how to do it. I mean, I'm sure it wouldn't be too hard. I don't know, actually. It'd be hard for my skill set, pretty much. Alright. We can now use all of our candies. I mean, we pretty much have every held item we could ever want. Alright, I think my held item for now, I could go either Lax Incense or King's Rock. Would I rather have flinches or a slight chance for the opponent to miss? Well, in Gen 3, it's, what do you call it? It's only a 5% chance in this game, which is kind of bad. Honestly, I think I'll do King's Rock. Alright, so now we're... Oh, geez, my level 100 goes off my overlay. Look at that. Because I'm not... My overlay is not built for stuff to be over 100. That's funny. I mean, I'm not going to edit the whole overlay just because I'm almost never going to get a run to go over that. Alright. This is the part where we're going to have to reset constantly. Because it looks like even at 100, I have a plus attack nature, max attack EVs. This is literally as high as Weedle's attack is going to get. So I just have to get lucky. I will have to reset if I get hit with Curse a single time. And no flinches yet. First turn you should use Poison Sting since it always uses Protect. I mean, that's true, but I don't really care that much about the PP. I have a ton of elixirs. Oh, I got the flinch. And it crit me. Hey, I got another flinch. Grudge. Well then. Well, I'm near the end, so I'll at least try. Yeah, this ain't happening. Okay, I think when the Banette used Grudge, I should have switched to Electroweb. You know, it's actually kind of nice she switches out right away. I should use Electroweb first to hopefully avoid the full restore. Oh. Bruh, okay. I'm guessing just straight up 3 bug bites would have been better. Electroweb. Electroweb again. Dude, stop spamming Protect. You're making me run out of moves. Ah. That was real close. You know what? Hold on. I should have used a Lepa Berry. I'm not even at max power points for Bug Bite. Alright, now I'm at max PP. Reset. But yeah, once I get past Phoebe, Glacia is effectively going to be free. She's really bad. But I am really worried about Drake, though. Electroweb. Alright, so I think for this thing, just straight up 3 bug bites. Oh. What's the plan for that second Dusclops? It's really bulky. I'm trying to figure out how I can beat it without it using a full restore. Oh my god, this stupid Dusclops. How many times is it going to use Protect? Dominic, Weedle can't learn any TMs. Poison Sting, then Bug Bite? Probably, yeah. I probably should, so that way at least I can get a chance of Poison. Interesting she switched to that one. I had... Okay. Psychic. Alright. I mean, King's Rock flinches haven't really been coming into clutch that much. I probably should... Okay, I think for the first Dusclops, I need to Bug Bite, Electro Web, then Bug Bite. Let me try that. Okay. And the Banets are just 2 Bug Bites. This'll work out eventually. Hey, got the flinch. Bug Bite. That is not gonna kill. No, it'll work out eventually. Citrus Berry be more consistent? You know what? You're probably right. Oh, my controls are messed up. Hold on. Yeah, let's try this. Yeah, let's try Citrus Berry strats out, because there were a few fights where I was pretty close to winning, but my health was too low. Hey, fish. Interesting concept. Yeah, I've done this several times. I've done Modern Weedle in Red and Blue and in Crystal. Yeah, but the problem is Silver Powder is basically impossible to get. I think only Butterfree hold it, and they don't even spawn in this game. Oh, man. That was unlucky. I think I should just reset that. Alright, Poison Sting to that. Bug Bite. Electro Web. Fuse Ray. Bug Bite. Masquerain, hold it. Yeah, but 10%... Like, if it's doing if it's doing 100 damage, it's only going to be an extra 10. I don't know. I mean, I can always leave and go see if I can find one, but I'm pretty sure Masquerain are pretty rare. Unless there's somewhere where there's a common chance of finding them, I could attempt to hunt one. Oh, jeez. Alright, 1 Bug Bite. 1 Bug Bite. One of my top 10 favorite. I can't list 10, but some of my all-time favorites Reshiram, and my follow-ups are Crobat, Weavile, Charizard. What else? Zekrum's also up there. A Bug Trainer. Well, they're not going to be holding them. Most trainers in this game almost never hold items. That. Nope. I guess we should probably give the Lax Incense a try. It would give 10% flinches are more likely than misses with the Lax Incense. Honestly, I think go back to King's Rock, because with the chance to flinch, the luck will line up eventually. I may consider, though, hacking the shell bell into my inventory to try that out. Let me just hack it in. Just give me a minute. Yeah, I mean, this is a Weedle. I feel like I should hack it in, just because I literally cannot get it otherwise. Where is it? Ah, here it is. Here's the save. Alright, I'm gonna go into my bag and give myself the shell bell. That's pretty much the only other major held item that I could get. I mean, I'm not gonna hack leftovers, because those are a post-game item. Refresh the overlay. Yep. Alright. Ah, damn it. Talked to her by mistake. Alright, yep. Down here. Wrong button. This could be an option. Let's try it out. Like, I'm sure if yesterday I had played non-stop and allowed the time to progress normally, I would have been able to get it. But let's just see how it goes. I'm not gonna hack those in. At least not yet. Dude, this thing is not healing much. Oh, man. I mean, who knows? The little bit of PP might matter. Or HP might matter. Not if it crits, though. Dude, the shell bell's so bad. Oh, you both found shinies close to each other? That's funny. Yeah, the shell bell only, I think it only gives you back like an eighth of the damage you dealt. But the problem is Weedle's not dealing much damage. You know what? Just because this is a question on if it's possible, not if I'm going to cheat or not, I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, let's figure out if silver powder is even possible yet. I'm going to look up where to get a silver powder in this game. Because if it's possible to obtain it, then I'll hack it in. If it's not possible, I won't. Let's see. In this game, Route 120, held by Jeffrey's Masquerade from the 4th rematch onwards. Alright, so that's on a trainer, meaning I would have to use Thief. But yeah, that's invalid. What about the, well, the magnet? The Trick House, 6th puzzle. I actually could get that, actually. I could get that legit, but just to speed up, I'll just give it to myself. I don't think there's any other good items I could probably have. I mean, I have a feeling that it's just gonna end up going back to King's Rock. Hold on a minute. I just turned on a little fan. It was getting a little hot. Let's see. I got the magnet as well. I'm pretty sure the magnet's going to be straight up useless because of how bad our special attack is. But I gave it to myself just in case. But yeah, I think it's just going to have to... Where's the King Rock? Oh, here it is. I think it may just have to result to King's Rock. Either I need some, like, lucky King's Rock flinches, or maybe if I can get a good crit. But good news is, I never got to her last Pokemon. Her last Pokemon is a Sableye, and the Sableye will be a one-shot. Is it cheating to give yourself Thunderbolt? Yes, that is cheating, because Weedle cannot learn Thunderbolt. Yeah, let's just see how many tries this ends up taking. Alright, first Dusclops is beaten. But yeah, I'm gonna need some crits or some flinches to help me. But even then, I don't even know what to do with Drake. I think Drake might be unbeatable. Oh, nice. I got a crit. That saved me a turn. Oh, this is the first time I'm above half health. That's a good sign. Bug Bite. Flinch. Bug Bite. Rock Slide. I'm going to need to use... I think an Electro Web? Yeah. Darn. If I can... I was close. Like, for example, if I had crit that Bayonet, I would have won. That was a crit. Well, at least it was spamming Protect. I didn't get hit too much. You know, that was kind of a bad time to get a crit. Dominic, I'm not gonna hack in Silver Powder. Because that would be cheating. Because the only way for me to get one is to use a Pokemon that knows Thief. Honestly, I actually kind of prefer it when Phoebe actually switches in her Bayonet there, because that Bayonet has Psychic, and it does the most damage to me. I wonder if that's the possible strat. Alright, this thing's probably gonna bear a grudge. I mean, I don't really need Electro Web anymore. Oh. Hey, nothing gets grudged. Alright, Electro Web. Oh, is this it? Oh, man, let's go. Phoebe is down. That, honestly, I think the main key for that fight is, you need to have her switch in that good Bayonet so you can get rid of it. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna save, too. Here's my Lepa Bear. There we go. Yeah, this fight is going to be completely free, though. She's very bad. Oh, I did not expect it to live. But then again, I think she's still bad. Oh, it's a range. Okay. Oh, and guess what? My ability Shield Dust means that Icy Wind cannot lower my speed. I'm not gonna test Electro Web. Nice crit. Okay, yeah. She actually played better than I thought she would. I'm surprised some of those barely lived. But I had King's Rock. I would have eventually gotten a flinch. Alright, this fight, though, is where I believe everything's gonna go wrong. What is clear body? Like, is the body see-through? Clear body means, you cannot... It prevents its stats from being lowered by the opponent. Alright, that thing's... Bug Bite? Crit. Oh. Okay. A third. 2/3. Oh, that puts it into full restore range? Hmm. Honestly, this looks sorta more winnable than I thought. Because I think on the Altaria, I would need to get a range where I will not put it into heal range. And Shield Dust is still being very useful, because if my speed was lowered from that Rock Tomb, I'd be kind of screwed. Flinch? Okay, got the range where he didn't heal. Oh boy. I think of Glass Regirock. I don't know what to do about the Salamence. That thing's gonna take way too many hits. I don't know what to do. Actually, technically, what I could do is, let me try this. I have a White Herb that I got from an NPC earlier. I could use this to get rid of the Intimidate. But the problem is that Bug Bite will no longer have the flinch chance. I mean, I guess if I could get a crit on the... If I could crit the Flygon, I could one-shot it. Dude, why is this... Why did that Altaria use a turn 1 Aerial Ace? Yeah, I don't think Shell Bells would help here. Nice crit, though. Alright, we can try out White Herb strats. Okay, here's something. This is just going to be for testing purposes. I will revert back to this. I'm going to make a save state here. I'm going to test what the ranges look like for both Bug Bite and Electro Web, and once I know that for sure, I'll revert back. This is just for testing. Bug Bite does a quarter, and Electro Web does barely anything. Okay. So, I think Bug Bite is the better answer here. Yeah. That is really, really bad. Like, even if I get to the Salamence at, like, no, I would have to take no damage from anything. And even then, I would have to knock it out with 4 uses of Bug Bite. But if I use King's Rock instead of White Herb, it'll be down to a 5 or a 6 hit. I don't know. I'm torn between either White Herb or King's Rock. Or I guess Lax Incense. But no, King's Rock is a little better than Lax Incense. I mean, here's the thing. Like, with King's Rock, I'll get an eventual chance to win. But, like, with White Herb, I would, instead of Flinch luck, I would need, like, Rock Slide missing type of luck. And, I think his last Pokemon's Kingdra, and Kingdra doesn't really have any good moves. I think if I get some well-timed flinches and crits, this will be harder than Phoebe. But I think this is doable. It's going to be really, really bad. Yeah, I think I'm just going to reset if the Altaria turn 1 Aerial Aces. Hey, I got a flinch on the Shelgon. Alright, at least I beat this thing without losing health. Dude, why does this thing keep using... Oh, I got a crit. Okay. I hate how this thing goes for Flamethrower. Every time. Rock Slide. Rock Tomb miss. I'm going to try and not use save states during the fight, though. Unless I choose to give up. Like, if I choose to give up, I will finish the run, so I'll just save state during the battle. But I'm going to try not to do that. Dude. Honestly, the Flygon is the one that does the most damage. Yeah, that Flamethrower just does the most damage. I mean, I think we all pretty much know how this is going to go. I think I'm going to save state during the fight, because we all know how this is going to work. This thing needs an absurd amount of luck, but we're going to try and demonstrate it and see if, make sure Weedle can win. But here's what I'll do. Every time I load a save state, it'll be counted as a reset. And I'm going to make a fresh one at... It looks like... I mean, Weedle can still win even if the Shelgon damages it. But I think it would make the Altaria more likely to attack. You know, let's try from here. Let's see if we can get a flinch or a crit. Two. I think it's repeating the same seed. Oh, no, it's not. Flinch. All right, how many save state loads was that? I think that was 5. Let me go ahead and add 5 resets. All right, now we're at the Salamence. I am sort of curious, like, how much a crit would do. Because the crit would actually ignore the Intimidate. 1. Oh, a crit would do that much, but the Rock Slide still kills. Honestly, this thing would need a... At this amount of health, this thing would need a crit into a miss. Five, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, I got a flinch there. Oh, well. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22. Okay, let me add 22 reasons. So that would bring this up to 93. Could you fix the EVs? If I had farmed enough of those berries, I could. Like, I could take some away from speed, give it to my HP. That is something we could try, though. Let's try it, actually. I still have to make sure I can outspeed everything else in the game. I just need at least 140. But honestly, I'm going to try and take away 50 from my speed. Yeah, the idea isn't to cheese. Looking at flinch chances and... What? Somebody's saying... Yeah, let's go ahead and give this a try. I mean, if I lower the speed EVs, like, down to, like, 100 speed EVs, that's going to make some earlier fights harder, but I easily could compensate that by just doing more training. Alright. Let's take a look. Alright, so if I lower our speed EVs down from 154 to 100... Oh. Oh, I can't do it directly in PK Hex because the backport's really weird. I know how to fix this. All right. I'm going to lower our speed EVs down to 100. And I'll add a 54 to our HP, so that'll give us 154 HP EVs. Okay. Alright, so here's what I did. Notice I'm at level 99, and my stats look really, really wrong. Like, I should not have 300 attack. That's because in the game, we replaced Raticate with the modern Weedle, and when you try to use PK Hex to correct the EV spread, it tries to recalculate using Raticate's stats. But I know a way around this. I hacked in one rare candy. This will get us back to 100, and it'll recalculate all the stats. Be correct. Yeah, so see right there, we have 177 speed, which is enough. So honestly, we could take out a lot more speed than that. Like, I'm going to try to take out another... I think I'm going to try and take out another 40 speed EVs and give it to the HP stat. We could give it to defense, but I think giving it to HP might be better. All right, let's try that. Yeah, but Dominic, those were cheated stats because how the backport works. We're just rearranging the EVs and see if there's something that's better. All right, I'm going to decrease the speed down. Actually, yeah. It would actually be kind of hard to do that. I would have to get those berries that reduce speed EVs, but from what I've heard, they're not available in the main story. Honestly, I don't even think I can lower it any further, because it'd be sort of unrealistic for Weedle. I mean, then again, if I had EV trained at the very start on, like, those, Whismers and Poochienas, I could replicate this. Yeah, I'll stick to, I'll remove 40 from speed and give it to HP. Let's see how this works out. Alright, so let's give the rare candy and fix our stats. 166 speed, so we still outspeed everything in the game. Alright, yeah, let's try this. I mean, this should give us a more feasible chance. Alright, so the first few Pokemon are going to have to go the same. Nice crit. I mean, I'm definitely left at more health, that's for sure. One. Oh, it looks like he's always going for Flamethrower. Okay. So that was 7. Alright, we're now at 100. It looped to 00, but that's just so big. Alright, I think I'm going to have to try and get to the Flygon with full HP. I think getting to the Salamence at full HP is the only way of feasibly beating it. Two resets. Four resets. Five resets. I need a flinch or a crit or something. There we go. 4 resets. Alright, so we're at the Flygon at full HP. Let me just go ahead and add those 4 resets. Alright, so we're going to need either a flinch or a crit, because we need to get to the Flygon at max HP. Alright, let's do this. One reset. 2 resets. 3 resets. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. Okay. 12 resets. We've made it to this thing at full health. Go ahead and add 12 resets. So that's going to take us to 116 resets. All right. So we're going to need really good luck with crits and flinches or rock slide misses. Let's try this out. I'm going to see if I can do this from start to finish. One reset. 2 resets. 3 resets. 4. 5. 'Yeah, this is really, really unfeasible. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to save state until I get a crit or a flinch on the first turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 6 resets. We got a turn 1 flinch. Yeah, I think officially Drake is where the Weedle run ends. Because it is basically improbable to beat Drake. I think Wallace, though, is going to be a lot easier. But we'll see. Alright, so now we need another critter flinch. 1, 2. Electro Web will not work because it does way too little. What the? Oh. I think that was 3. 4. 5. Yeah, Electro Web just does way too little damage. Oh, got the crit. Alright, so that was another 6 resets. I mean, it's not Weedle's fault. It's the freaking Salamence. Like, if Salamence didn't have Intimidate, I've tested this with White Herb, Bug Bite does around a third. Like, the amount of luck we would need is not as extreme, but it would still be very, very bad. Alright, so honestly, I don't even think a flinch would cut it, because looking at this, yeah, it's going to put it into full restore range. I need it to get a flinch. Yeah, because otherwise it'll heal. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 resets. So far, our reset count is 156. Do you ever play later games? I do, yeah. On streams, I go up to Gen 6. In fact, tomorrow we're doing Omega Ruby with Mightyena. Alright, so Kingdra. Let's see what this looks like. Looks like it's a range. Yep, just another reset. I mean, like the showdown ladder. Oh, no. Okay, yeah, so Drake is basically unfeasible. There's basically no way to beat him. You need... You have to be EV trained with as much HP as you can, but in the end, you need tons of crits and flinches on the Salamence. It's the only way. Will the Mighty N have a special Fang move? If it's an egg move, no. Yeah, actually, Drake was the run killer. It was specifically the Salamence. We actually beat Phoebe, though. It was really hard. Okay. You hacking an Okaberry? Those don't exist in this game. Pretty sure they don't exist. So it looks like his first two Pokemon are consistent, but the Tentacruel looks like it needs a flinch. No, Wallace was not the run killer. I still think our chances of beating Wallace is way higher. Oh, wait a minute. When the Whale Lord sets up Rain Dance, he encourages his Pokemon to use better water moves. Yeah. Here's the thing, like, I keep thinking, like, oh, maybe Citrus Berry will work, or Flax Incense, or Shell Bell. But I think in the end, though, you still just need King's Rock. Alright, so yeah, this is what a perfect case scenario fight would look like. Alright, so I think I would have to Bug Bite into Electro Web into Bug Bite. Would Electro Web be better? Tentacruel's special defense is extremely high, so no. I only used it to avoid full restore range. Alright, I was able to get that first try. Alright, this thing will be a one-shot. Let's see how much Electro Web does. I think that crit mattered. Yeah, okay, yeah, at this point, Weedle literally needs a flinch. There we go. Okay, yeah, so yeah, Wallace needed plenty of resets. But, not as many as Phoebe. So, like, he was easier than Phoebe, but it kind of sucks at Milotic at the very last minute. You need a flinch. $19 hours. Yeesh. Yeah, honestly, on Wallace, the only problematic Pokemon were the Tentacruel. The Gyarados might have honestly needed that crit. I don't know for sure. I think it probably needed that crit. And if I didn't hit it, well, honestly, here's another option. We could have used White Herb to get rid of Intimidate, and then Bug Bite would have done half to the Milotic. Part of me kind of wants to test that. Here's what I'm going to do. Oh, bit too... Alright, I'm going to reset here. Alright, I'm going to go back to after Wallace later. I just really want to test this. Oh, wait. No. Dude, equip the item. Yeah, I tried White Herb for for Drake. It was not a good idea. Honestly, Axew, Wailord using Rain Dance is actually bad. That makes his Wish Cache guaranteed almost to Earth. I don't know, though. Maybe it's not always guaranteed, but it feels like it. Then again, what other move even is there? Alright. Yeah, this Pokemon's obviously trash. Alright, so Bug Bite, Electro Web, Bug Bite. Yeah, Tentacruel, we need a Hydro Miss. Not the first time I've had to bank on Hydro Misses in a Pokemon game. Yeah, even a crit doesn't matter. Dude, okay, Electro Web is doing too much damage. I wonder if it's better to use 3 Electro Webs. No, it is not. Only if Bruno AI. True. Basically, I need the range to also be in my favor to where he will not use a full restore. Come on. Any day now. There we go. Alright, let's try this. Oh yeah, the crit mattered. So, Hyper Beam missed. That works too. Then Bug Bite should do more than half. The problem is, I think I'm still screwed here. Yeah, Surf does too much. Honestly, White Herb doesn't really make it any better. Yeah, it doesn't really make it any better. I would I think in order for White Herb to be the... I think White Herb is honestly the more consistent strat. You entertain using a Choice Band or Leftovers? Choice Band does not exist in Gen 3. And Leftovers, I still do not believe would help as much. We still take far too much damage. Leftovers are good, like, if you're only losing, like, maybe a quarter of your health every turn. But if you're always losing, like, just a ton... Like, I think Leftovers would have helped for Phoebe, for sure, but... not for this. Okay, yeah, so White Herb is definitely the more consistent strat for Wallace. You need 2 Hydro Pump misses on the Tentacruel, though. And a crit on the Gyarados or a Hyper Beam / Hydro Pump. That's pretty much the only way, but I still don't know. Okay, back to this. It was just for testing purposes. Alright, and I do know for a fact Steven Stone's impossible, but I'm still gonna show it off, though. I will go get the leftovers, though. What are you doing now? I'm getting the leftovers, so then I can go challenge Steven. Dang, I actually thought Weedle could... Damn it. I hate these guys. I figured it would at least beat Wallace, but it couldn't even get past Drake. Well, fight Steven, air quotes. I'm gonna fight Steven the same way I fought Drake. With save states. I just want to show off just how bad the fight is. Maybe if you didn't run minus special defense, but I don't think it matters. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, if you look in the bottom, I actually took away from my speed. I think, honestly, if I went minus speed nature, that probably would have been best case scenario. But even then, it's... Choice band does exist. I thought the choice items were introduced in Gen 4. Can someone else confirm this? Because I'm pretty sure those were Gen 4 items. Only the band. Oh. Okay, that explains it. Okay. That would have been interesting to see, though, but there's no point doing it because it's literally impossible to obtain it before then. Literally impossible. Here, let's show off leftovers on Steven. Here, I'll show you what the Skarmory looks like. Yeah, what do you think of this? I mean, I'm sure with crits you could get past the Skarmory, but then he would easily just send out something else to die. Alright, back to King's Rock. Fortunately, I don't think any of Steven's Pokemon have inner focus. Alright. Okay. One. I would pretty much have to get past this at full health. 2. Yeah, Bug Bite is nothing. 3. Okay, I kind of don't want to do this, but I'm sure you get the point. Weedle's never getting past this thing. This thing would need crits every single turn, which is like 1 in billion odds. Kind of like Gen 1 Agatha for Weedle. Like, for Weedle in Red and Blue against Agatha, the only way to win is you would need, like, multiple crits, a combination of crits, Gen 1 misses, Agatha choosing bad moves. Like, this is basically probably a 1 in a million fight. Yeah, and the Metagross is a Psychic one-shot. Yeah, you would need crits, like, every single turn. Or not crits, flinches. Yeah, this is pretty much improbable / impossible, however you define it. Honestly, this thing was improbable since Drake. I mean, honestly, without cheating, I was only able to beat up to Glacia. I was surprised I was able to beat Phoebe, actually. Phoebe, I had to rely on her switching out of her lead into her Bayonet with Psychic so I can get rid of it before it attacks. But yeah, this is impossible. The only game I've played so far where Modern Weedle was able to beat the game was Pokemon Red. And it was at level 85. Honestly, I think at some point, like maybe next year, I should do Modern Weedle in yellow version. I've never done it. I've done it in red and blue, but not yellow. I wonder if it's possible in yellow version. I think it should be. What'd you miss? Nothing much. All right, well, thank you everyone for stopping by this continuation of Modern Weedle. I appreciate it very much. This thing's basically impossible. But for the sake of the leaderboard, I guess we can go ahead and add it. Here, I even prepared a neat little spot for it. Oh yeah, here are the, that's our resets. And that counts the times I loaded save states. I've done Salazzle in Gen 1 already. Here's what we'll put in. Level 100. For this, I'm going to put 175 plus. And I'm going to put the time when I gave up. And I'll add a plus sign in there. Game time was at 19... What's it say on the overlay? 1950. Plus. Yep, that is where Weedle belongs. But anyway, thank you all for stopping by. I appreciate it very much. The next stream will be tomorrow. We'll be doing Omega Ruby with Mighty Enna. And then for our next month in May, for our Emerald Backports, the theme is going to be Unova Pokemon that were inspired from Gen 1 Pokemon. I don't know which one I'm going to run first, but it'll be fun. Anyway, I'll see you all later.